Well, it actually feels really great because I guess very few people uh, just come from the background of musicians and stuff, and it's been wonderful to like learn from my dad and just pick up the bass and start playing. People do really get very confused that so fast you just picked up the bass and you're playing like, I mean, I'm playing with so many other artists at the moment, and it's very wonderful to play. I was quite young when I started the bass, and it was from that time when my dad was playing. I used to see other bass players playing. I guess bass was quite for a long time in Pakistan. I mean, from the time I know that my dad was playing was when he was around 19 or 20 years old. So that must be about in 80s or something like that. I picked up the bass when I was around 9 years old. Yeah, I was 9 years old. I used to see my dad playing, and I was like, "God, I wish I could play like that." So then, I guess at the age of 10, I started practicing. I was about 12 years old when I played my first show in St. Anthony's Church, and about 12 years, 17 years, I was just playing underground shows and stuff. It was, I guess, it was too young to start playing music at that time because people are like going to school or uni and studying at that time, and I was just I was playing, practicing. I was even going to school at that time. It was pretty tough for me to do bass and even study, and so it went on and on and on until today. There was at that time when I was playing when I was about 10, 13, 14 years old. That time there was, I didn't even know what was YouTube or something like that. But I just used to play or see my dad playing, take out tips from him, learn from him. Recently, I've been playing. The recent one was with QB. I guess after QB, then we joined Falak after QB, and then I was doing some gigs with Kambi as well. We had a Norway tour, Dubai tour. Except my dad, I think Manuba is a really great bass player over here. And besides that, if we're talking about internationally, they are worldwide of good bass players. And I guess there's only three bass players which I follow is Victor Wooten, Marcus Miller, and Stanley Clark. These are the three guys. And वैसे I don't think as they're very more technical bass players or something like that over here. काफी मुश्किल है ये सीखना यार. I'll play something for you. ये थोड़ा सा warm up I just woke up तो my dad there's actually one thing which I can never get off his is the way he slaps like I've tried to take that out but he's like you can't get me that's my style. I'm like I'll get you for that. Anyway, but if you go to see everyone has their own style and own chord progressions when while they're playing. So And I guess that's the hard part to take out from a person who's playing the guitar, bass, drum. There's one specific thing that another person cannot do when you're playing it, and that's known as your own signature style, which people know that he played that. So I know that Bradley or Russell or Gumby, Goi guitarist be, they would come to know by his playing or whatever. My genre is actually more on a funk jazz kind of thing, like total funk type now. So mostly when I play on stage or something, if I'm jamming or something, is like you could say something like this. मतलब इतने सारे चीज़ें हैं. I mean, if you check out my videos and stuff, I mean, इतने सारे ऐसी मतलब लिंक्स मिलेंगे कि पता लगेगा कि I'm playing or whatever. वैसे तो यही है. Yeah, that's actually the main thing which I'm really honored to be in. मतलब people do ask me like मेरा इतना जल्दी I'm playing with such big musicians. I mean like Gumby, Shalim, Amir Zaki, Faraz Anwar. मतलब people at that age didn't even think of playing with. बोलते रहते यार अभी भी टाइम है हम लोग सीख लेंगे तब बजाएंगे. I mean, I myself didn't think that I would be playing solely with such big musicians. I thought I would still be learning or just doing underground gigs or something. But then as time passed, I mean, 7 years I played underground shows and stuff, like go in the afternoons and play Battle of the Bands, ये वो. So after that, when I got into the scene, is when my dad left Mismar. After my dad left Mismar, that's the time when Alfred asked me to play. Because I used to go there with my dad to jam and stuff. तो उसके बाद then I joined Najam. फिर आगे चलता रहा और आज तक I've reached here. This this is actually I taken out this technique from Victor Wooten only. Uh, this is the technique which I was learning for like about 1.5 year. मतलब ऐसा कोई मुश्किल टेक्निक था मैं खुद बोलता था कि यार I used to tell my dad कि I wish I could play this यार. He's like you practice and everything will come. And I guess there's so many things like there's just this one technique like it's like it sounds easy like and now if you're playing it fast it's like this is one technique and this is another technique. It's like you have it on. Actually, this is another technique. This is the left hand is just you keep your hand. This is hammer on, pull, and pull again. So if you do this fast, and you can do this on many strings like. Now it's just how you put it together and make a groove or something. This is there's two techniques at the moment, and there's other techniques as well. Like this is hammer on, again hammer on. It all depends on the mood of the song. That how should it start? how should it be in the middle, how should it end. It if it's a very slow mellow song, it's, I guess you should just listen to it from your heart, and I guess everything उसमें से ही निकलता है कि that how could you play the song or something. It just automatically clicks in your head कि that क्या क्या बजाना है और क्या क्या नहीं बजाना. And I just take a take of 1 2, like just playing with the song. More than even 1 2 takes to get familiar with it and get it more prominent. So yeah, I guess after that it all just lays in line as you hear the song. This is my Fender bass I use. I even use the Yamaha TRB. And actually, when I go on tours, I'm using the Fender and my Line 6 processor with me. And that helps me from with the hassle of, even if I don't have an amp, for example, I can use that because I got all my amp presets on the processor. The sound is very important. If you're going to see, you record an album, you want everything perfect. So if you even play live, I guess live has to be perfect as the same way as you're recording your own album. I mean, if you're playing an album like good songs and you're playing live and nothing is up to that level, you'll be like, I wanted the sound of my album the same way it should be, and you don't get a sound like that. I mean, it would be a drawback for your own self or your other musicians and stuff. It's very important that the live sound should be good as your album, because what you're recording, people want to hear that as recorded. So the sound I deal with is actually, I don't have to really deal with them because they already know, I guess, playing they know, okay, that what I want, but I I guess everyone knows their sound, and उस हिसाब से I guess if you have good musicians, obviously आपका sound तो वैसे ही बन जाएगा. So there's no such hassle in that, and I haven't had any issues in sound as much. इतना, because everyone knows the job. Practice, I'm practicing like almost every night. I mean, I practice for around 3 4 hours, give a break, and then after that, I pick up my guitar again, play. I go through different backing tracks like drums or music, whatever, and play along with them. I mean, practice is like 24/7. If I'm in the house, there's no. After I give a 2 3 hour break, refreshment and stuff and all that, and then after that I get back to practice. It's like total about 8, same 8 hours practice.